I'm Jeff Stormer, and I host Party of One, an actual play podcast focused on two-player role-playing experiences. Every week, I sit down with a friend.
J.R. Goldberg.
Alvaro, a.k.a. Wormtooth, formerly MC Blackwolf.
Danny Costello.
My name's Rich Howard.
I'm Sharung Biswas.
We play a two-player role-playing game. We share some laughs.
An absolute blast to play.
It was a delight to run my game with someone who got so into it.
It was so easy to do.
Seeing the creativity just blossom right in front of my eyes.
Maybe a few tears.
I've never had a game make me question my previously staunch moral compass.
Jeff makes the greatest serial killer.
And we have a really good time.
It's a great way to take a chance on a new role-playing game.
Truly exemplifies what is wonderful about a game with just two people driving the narrative together.
You can find new episodes every Tuesday at partyofonepodcast.com.
My name is Aram, my pronouns are he, him, and welcome to Godsfall.
My name is Michael, my pronouns are he, him. I play Xion Praeten, the newly arisen god of force.
My name is Doug, and my pronouns are he and him, and I play Dorro Knott, the newly arisen god of travel.
My name is Joe, my pronouns are he, him, and I play Lord Haldir Loran, the newly arisen god of war.
My name is Kelly. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Rina Falaval, the arisen god of luck.
When we last left our heroes, Pera and Xion had gone off to find the sun god's parents while the others explored the city of Hogsfeet. Sadly, a homecoming was not in the cards, as the god of order had already been to Pera's old home and left a trap behind. A creature of shifting flesh and bone exploded from the farmhouse and chased after the couple, while Dorro teleported the rest of the team in for backup. .37 points of damage as it kind of explodes.
81.
The bottom of this foot is just destroyed, ripped off. It falls onto its back and flails and is working to right itself back up.
Oh, it's kind of offset now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. Dora's turn.
Use my mighty great hammer and strike it in the standing foot. No.
That'd be awesome.
Rah! And I just want to look at one thing works first.
Dorro cast book.
I get out a book and read.
Dorro cast rules.
What do I get from my divinity at this level? I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't know what I get for luck at this level.
Oh, well, I don't think yours works that way, if I remember correctly.
Right. No, luck just scale.
Okay.
Right. Because of how
certain stuff that happens at certain levels. Like
there's definitely a couple things.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, so I have to. I'm have to actually check.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of your
I know
luck.
it's like my luck pool went up.
Yes.
I know that went up, but I don't know if I'm at the right number.
Oh, that's never gonna work. Ugh.
When you play D&D and you look at the rule book and you're like, this isn't what I wanted.
No. Why can't Alchemist Fire be more like Greek napalm? Right? And just spread the more you try and fight it. That'd be perfect.
Technically kind of.
No, it doesn't. In fact, you make a DC 10 dexterity check to put it out. Like
what?
Yeah, it just rolls over on itself and it's out.
You need to find better Alchemist Fire.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, that's lame. It's also 1d4. Like, what fire damage is doing 1d4? It's like a dagger.
Yeah, 1d4.
It's like something. You're on fire.
It's like, oh, I caught my sleeve in a candle.
Ooh,
it's like, you know.
I singed some myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I make salves, so we'll have to look at that in the future.
Well, I only really have the one really cool trick, and now I don't think I even want to use it because it probably wouldn't even work really. But
I'm just gonna this is an idea. I don't know if Dorro.
I'm not gonna do it, but whatever you say.
It's like Dorro might not think that. Is there any way for you to put a teleportation of your bit into him so that part of it would vacuum, from the inside?
If I had a crystal, do I have those batteries?
We do have batteries. I gave everybody a well, not you, but
not you.
but I did give everybody a battery.
Poor Haldir's at a party.
no, we just met.
I gave everyone, not you.
I mean, we just
Not
met
invite.
today, so
Yeah.
like, I don't necessarily, fully trust.
No offense.
Side note for you,
Yes.
Rina. Level 1, luck of the dice. Level 2, luck pool 3 points. Level 3, guidance. Number 4, true strike. Level 5, alter luck, which is what you just did, altering the other luck.
Does that have like a limit?
Alter luck. It doesn't. The God of Luck radiates luck with luck energy. Every creature within 20 feet, within a 20-foot radius of the god, friend or foe, rolls with advantage to saving throws versus damage caused by area effects.
Did
Just-
roll
we
saving
should all know
throws
that.
versus damage.
But that's good to know.
We keep that in there. We keep that stock.
Keep that in mind.
There's the luck pool goes up to 4 points at 6, and then there's aura of luck at 7, and aura of luck. The God of Luck. Oh no, that's the thing I just read. The God of Luck radiates luck energy every creature within 20 feet. So if there's an area effect, anyone in her area would get to roll to avoid it.
Which is great for when we don't have our like rogue people who can just do that.
Yep. Let me see.
Speaking of rogue people, Dorro. your turn.
Level 8 for the God of War. Oh, everyone's your slave. Every single person in the world.
Level 8? Am I level 8?
7.
No, not yet, you jackass.
Jesus.
No, the only one that was an extra level was Ariska and.
Yeah. Ariska was 9 towards the end.
But at the beginning, she was 8.
Yeah.
I remember being like, what the? Is she an extra level above us?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to hold my action and continue to wait for Tiago Reese to show up, maybe.
Fair enough. All right.
I can't really do anything to this. What am I going to sneak attack it? Come on.
Grab a rock, teleport, grab a rock, teleport, grab a rock, teleport.
Could you teleport a
Put
huge
rocks
boulder
inside it?
over
What's
top
that going
of
to
it?
do? Make it heavy?
You could,
Boulders.
You could cut like a tree.
I mean, but if it absorbs huge...
It just ate this guy's ballista bolt. Like, I don't think that's going to do anything.
Also the ballista.
Yeah.
And like the entire ballista, yes.
That's okay, you can make a new one.
And then what happens is I roll 1 while touching a tree, and I teleport to the blob.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no.
Yum
yeah,
Dorro.
so I'm just gonna hold my action. If shit goes down with one of these guys or something, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall into the blob" or something, maybe I'll appear next to him and get him out.
All right.
All right, next act, Haldir.
So bonus actions, I'm allowed to say things to people?
Oh, easily. Yeah, you can just talk.
So Automil's there. He's got me.
Yeah.
I say, can you do that again?
Make the bomb?
Make the bomb.
Yeah, I can make a bomb. And he starts like, making one.
Do I have these same tools that he's using, or
He's got extra stuff.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like he's got extra stuff. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because I'm just wondering if it's like he would see it and I would see it and be like, that's a good idea. Like,
Yeah. Yep, he's able to fashion a little makeshift bomb.
Okay, so then I want to do the same thing with the ballista.
Okay.
With the exception of instead of a bolt, I want it to be like tar on the end. So you can stick the bomb to it, and it'll stick to the side of the monster. Hopefully, when it hits it.
The only question would be is where are you getting the tar?
The earth. I don't know what is tar. How is tar created?
Where are you getting the tar?
Yes,
Down to me.
yes, I would agree. Tar does come from the earth. I think that you know what? Okay, roll me a perception.
I'm an idiot. I can't find it.
It's under P.
It's in the skill box.
I was looking for it. Oh,
P's.
5. So 16.
Okay, you're so fucking lucky. I am going to rule that you happened to form this new ballista in a grove of trees that were laden with sap.
Tree sap.
And so you may not be able to use tar, but
Something sticky.
you can use tree sap. Now, what are you doing?
I want to create it and yell to Automil as it's like forming around me with a platform coming up with him with it, so he has access to the front of the bolt. And I say, "Do it again!" And so hopefully, I mean, my idea is he'll see that the front's sticky, so he doesn't need to hold it there this time.
Sure.
So if it, he can press it and go.
So you create this thing. And it's similar to a ballista, but it's a little bit more kind of hunched up, right? And raised. And there's like this dipping in the front of it. And there's this well that's been formed. And in this well, it's just thick with sap. And this kind of like the head of this arrow gets plunged into it and then cranked back up onto the ballista and drawn back with this long amber line leading off it into the pit. Automeal sees it, slaps his little bomb onto it, lights the match, and good luck, and runs back to the side.
So then I fire.
Roll to hit.
So that's 19.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. All right, you are now. You basically, there is a platform where you are standing on. Where there's a place for both of your feet. You've got your arms on this gun handle, right behind the ballista, looking right down the barrel of it, and you just fire straight into this creature as it begins to lumber and turn towards you. Some of it's on fire, some of it's shattered. There's blood and pus everywhere, and it just kind of right down the maw, if the thing had a mouth, into the center. It sticks onto it and explodes. I would like you to roll damage, and I would like you to roll...
There's 3 die 10 for regular ballista.
Yeah. I want you to roll 6 die 10.
All right. Who's got die 10s?
I got so many. And guess what? They're all pink. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 die 10? Oh, I've got them here.
Oh.
That was faster than
you were.
Doing it all at the same time. Here we go. 6, 5, 5, 2, 7, 1.
25.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
See, Doug, what are you doing? You need to be like
He's a
bartender.
He's a bartender. He needs to add he needs to add these together. Yeah.
So it now has 106.
The lawyer just pays a mid-level guy to accountant to count for him.
I've been told by our senior partner, we don't do math. But if you need to do math, you hire someone to do math. We don't do math.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Yep. So there is an explosion of guts and blood, and now there's a gurgling almost scream from this thing. How much damage did you total?
25.
How much is the total?
Total 106.
106. Okay, so it kind of lumbers to the ground and it kind of pulls itself up. Pera now closes the fire around it, and it is now fully burning, so it's crackling and spitting, and it's kind of trying to push through the fire, but its legs are buckling, and just before it goes down, its little kind of head area, it fires a series of flesh bolts out over the fire and at all of you at disadvantage. Correct. So it fires one at each of you.
Because of your luck thing?
Yeah.
Okay, but now we get the luck aura, which is a bonus against his
if it was
attack.
If it was an area of attack, it's not an area of effect attack.
Projectile though, right?
Yeah, but that's a directed attack.
Yeah. It's not just a.
Well, I mean, it doesn't give you a bonus, but
it gives it.
It's either hits you or doesn't.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Like a ray.
Yeah, but each roll is at disadvantage.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that that's going to matter.
Dorro, does a 15 hit you?
No.
All right. You are just missed. Yep. And just so you know, I rolled a 10 and a 9. Yeah.
I done it. I was oh god.
Does a 12 hit you?
My force energy flows around me, and the flesh bounces off of my pink and purple energy and sloughs to the ground.
Awesome. Does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're standing up and you fire this and you kind of lean over the top to really get a look at it, one of these pink bolts fires and wraps around you. Okay, natural 1, that's not going to hit you.
Yes.
And Pera's going to be missed too. So this bolt wraps around you.
Bonus action.
Was that?
Bonus action.
Yeah?
I teleport to him, touch him, and teleport us.
All right.
away.
Okay. So just as this thing begins to press down and you feel your arms closing in, a true amount of fear, I think for the first time in a while, enters you. What exactly have you gotten yourself into, and why is this hit? Like how did this happen, right? And then Dorro lands on the edge of this thing, touches you, and teleports you out.
Okay, so quick question.
Yeah.
This thing is wrapped around me right at this
Yes.
point, so he teleports me out of that?
It's teleports your being, not like it.
It's who you are.
It's like you select.
So it includes like your clothes and belongings.
Oh,
but
okay.
because this
That was
thing
gonna be
isn't
my
you,
question.
we're just the one moving.
That was gonna be my
Dorro has
question.
practiced enough now that he knows how to do that.
Right.
Okay.
Like maybe a couple levels ago, you'd have been fucked. But
You know how like Harry Potter the splinch, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like because we practice, it's good.
Got it.
All right. Anyone else that needs to save? Oh, Automil. Hang on. Automil made it.
This is the god of speed.
He in fact follows the projectile and runs around it 20 times. Motherfucker.
And
They're all super effective. That was great.
Yeah, so as you all are as you get him out of there, Pera's now kind of lifted off the ground a bit, and his eyes have flamed over, and he's just pouring fire on this thing. It's beginning to crackle and snap, and it's falling in. It's blackening. There's parts of it that are just crumbling them off
as well.
Yeah,
and try what I've been doing before and continue to force crush it.
Oh yeah, totally. You're pushing it more in,
trying to make it into a little cold.
Yeah,
ball.
and that pressure is only causing the heat to get hotter.
Right.
And he's just like, it's roaring now. Fire is roaring a good 100 feet into the air, and Pera's mouth is open. There's fire pouring out of it. His eyes are open, and there's a wailing banshee of a scream coming out of him as he's completely turning this and everything around it to ash.
Aram and Rina are having flashbacks.
Yeah.
About this vision we just had.
So at what point does
Rina's
Automil
kinda-
fire an arrow?
Automil looks up at Rina and looks back towards Pera, but doesn't say anything yet. But he's thinking about it.
Talk we're gonna have
Yeah. Automil really likes these guys, but yeah.
The greater good.
But you think the other way, right? Just asking you how your characters
right.
work. You think
Rina
that
thinks
like
the other way,
this
but
is
also
gonna be
she
Pera.
thinks that he
So you
needs-
should point out to him, well, just wait and watch. Because
Right.
he's about to go over there and turn this off.
Well, the other
and then
thing-
he can see that, and maybe he'll understand this is not cut and dry
Right,
the
but
way
like-
he thinks it is. There's
like
no
I-
prophecy for the boyfriend.
Right, but Rina thinks there needs to be a cap on Pera. Like Pera needs like a reel-in option.
Like the sun is getting real low type of thing.
Yeah.
Sun's getting low.
Which is hilarious. Yeah.
Or like we need to find like
Real
whoever the like god of like magic is and like how to chat with them and get him a bracelet. That like
Sure.
kind of like
Something.
Something that caps it off. So it's like
That's dangerous though,
Yeah.
because then someone poisons his mind, and then they break the bracelet, and they're like, "Look what they were trying to do, and hold you back." And then now you're a monster.
yeah, but like it's gonna be definitely one of those things where we have to have a
I
conversation.
believe in the boyfriend. Let's just do the boyfriend. I think the boyfriend's gonna
Rina
fix
believes
this.
it more than the boyfriend, but like
Automil's not going to put an entire civilization in the hands of Believe the boyfriend. Yeah, he's a little
an
worried.
elf, of course he's not.
Right.
Yeah, like Rina also like she's doing both, right? Like so it's like there's a lot of
Yeah, you're on both sides.
Look,
she's from
this thing was clearly evil.
Yeah.
I have no problem whatsoever burning this to ash.
No, this thing needed to die. Everyone can
Yeah.
agree on that. This
Yes.
thing needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Haldir's like, yeah, this had to die.
yeah.
All right, so Pera does calm down and lowers himself to the ground, and eventually, like he's smoldering for a while, but so is the area around him, and it is just like a blackened pit. There is nothing left but ash.
I run up to him. Pss, 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 pss. My little feet. I put little force bubbles on my feet. So that I don't burn my feet while I walk over. And I, try to, hold him up, and because he's probably overpowered a bit.
Yeah, he's also very warm.
Yeah.
Very warm. And he's like, and he's kind of like, and as he
You're
like
breathing. You're breathing.
Yeah, he just goes like in, out, in, out, in, out. And the last one, there is just this whoomph, like this wave of hot air that blows past all of you, and you see the trees fold like 100, 200 feet away as this bubble of hot air explodes from him. And then he, okay, it's done.
Rina looks at Armil.
Armil's not pleased with that at all.
We were having a side conversation, Armil and I,
Yeah.
like all through side glances.
Yeah, so what was that? That couldn't have been grabby hands, could it have been?
He can't be gone that easy.
Surely not. I think this was a creation of his.
Well, we don't know, and Paris, we don't know what he can do. We don't know what that is, and we don't understand anything he can actually do. I mean, we know that his flesh can change, but like, does he have to be there? Is it his flesh? Is it? Could he turn something else into that? It ate a pig.
Now's when we could really use Caitlin.
Where is
Hey!
Caitlin? You know, like,
And after he says that, I snap my fingers loud enough so everyone hears.
Yeah.
And then I do the find people thing.
Okay. All right. Excellent. I would like you to roll your divinity.
13.
So you like, and you put your hand on the ground. There is an explosion of energy pointing in all directions all around you, and then lines fire up into the sky, vanish into space. Doorways of energy open up around you and close, and lines fold back onto you until there's like just a ball of energy, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and then shatters.
Well, she's not here.
What does that mean?
Like here, like, and I do like a very wide, like here,
like on the
with
material
my arms
plane
above my head. Yes, like the place we exist in.
Well, shucks.
so it was like, gonna have to get her somehow.
Yeah, or we could even use what was that terrible woman?
Well, how do we talk to her?
Whatever.
How do we talk to who?
Well, how do we talk to Caitlin? You talked to Caitlin.
I talked to Caitlin.
How did you talk to her?
She found me.
You were able to kind of enter that place, right? And enter the darkness, and like maybe.
It was like when I'm sleeping, though, right? It's not something. If I recall correctly, it was while
she pulled him into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't really do anything.
You're the only one that's really been in it with her, though, and she kept finding you.
We meet. No, so it was in the it was in my dreams.
Yeah,
is what it was.
Except for the last time where it was you were fully awake. You had stepped into the boat with the god of chaos, right? And you guys, and literally you could hear her and see her, and she invited you forward, and you stepped forward and vanished in midair.
But I didn't enter the plane, right? It was that was almost like a gateway between.
Correct.
Still within this in the same realm.
Yes, correct. If that matters for her, who knows?
What time is it? Like it was middle of the day, or?
I would say right now it's getting on towards the evening. It's starting to get dark.
Good thing that this happened now before Barrett lost his powers.
And you can also hear horses and other people approaching the area.
I think it's time we get out of here, folks, and head to the inn. Maybe a good night's sleep could do us all.
What about our fans? No.
A good night's sleep could do us all some good. We can regroup tomorrow, and who knows? Maybe Caitlin will see us in our dreams.
Is that what?
Like, do we want to Dorro out? Dorro out.
Do you want to teleport everyone back to the inn?
Can I do that?
Yeah, because you're going to sit there and focus. There's no real attack. We're just there. You can see where the inn is, frankly.
Oh, I can see it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a big hill. That's right.
Yeah.
And there aren't any woods anymore. So.
I may have already.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Sorry about your woods.
Yeah. Sorry about the utter deforestation of this entire area.
Yeah, I'll teleport everyone.
Excellent. So you all teleport back to the inn. And there's noise and people going all about, but no one's really paying attention to where you are right now. They're all looking up the hill.
I put on my the top of the cowl of my cape.
Right. So subtle. Right. My big magenta cowl. No one's going to notice that. Lord Haldir, they're all kind of in a common room in cots.
Sleeping.
Is that? No, not
in
yet.
A common room.
No, but that's where they will be sleeping.
No.
No.
No, absolutely not.
I didn't think so. However, sir, we're very, very sorry, but all the rooms are sold for the festival.
I look around and I find a random patron who's sitting at a table someplace. Yes. I walk up to him. I take out a bag of gold. How much does it cost for a room?
It costs like right now, with like elevated prices, 5 gold.
So I take out a bag of like, let's say 50 gold.
Okay.
I drop it in front of him and I say, give me the key to your room.
Oh, here you are.
And I take it and that's my room now.
Good day to you, sir. Yeah, and you just got a nice room.
So that guy was drunk. That would be amazing if he wasn't even staying at the inn and he gave him like the key to the house.
That'd be amazing.
And he's like going to all the rooms. His fucking key doesn't even fit in anything.
It's the stables.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I'd thought of that. I really wish I'd thought of that. That'd have been amazing.
Just fuming.
All right, so, and it's even next door. So well done. Yeah, you got yourself a little room on the same floor next door to the common area where these guys. So he's like got an okay room. Like not great, but it's private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And what are you all doing then?
I'd like a lowdown. So especially from Zion, who I tend to trust more than the others, or at least
that's fair.
Or at least is less of a child.
I have done nothing but help.
Is less of a child than the others.
That's true.
That's true.
Torrvic has done nothing but save your life.
And when I tried to pick your pocket, I was keeping you aware of pickpockets. So now I bet that whole time you had your hand on your gold, didn't you? And no one picked your pocket. Look what I did, man. Nothing but helpful. I pick his pocket again.
So we're all kind of hanging out in the common room.
Yep.
And waiting for, I guess, Rina to get here.
Yep.
She said she'd be there in an hour, but probably crazy things will
It's
happen.
been longer, yeah. And other things have happened.
Probably also has to check in on whatever that weird blob was that just out that she heard about. So she's probably like,
we totally
because she was in with the innkeep, right? Like she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like know. Like
she was here a lot when she was a kid. Yeah.
There was like something.
I'd just like to point out too, we fucking wrecked that thing.
Yeah.
Did anybody take any damage?
No.
No one got hit.
No.
Like no one was hit.
No one got hit.
His little trap didn't really work.
Nope.
It just destroyed that house, really, and ate a pig.
It depends, if you think about it, how long ago that trap was laid.
That's a good point.
Right.
Who knows?
We don't know how long it was just waiting there.
Who knows?
Well, it couldn't have been waiting that long because we know the extent of Grabby Hand's powers.
Right.
When we first started, so 8 months ago.
So actually, this is good. What Haldir wants to know is what the fuck is happening. So he walks up to Zion.
I suspect you have questions.
I do. What the fuck is happening?
You know what you are, and you know what we are. So there is a renewed God's War, as one would expect.
Which god was that?
I'm not entirely convinced that was a god. If it were, there would probably be a little more devastation, and probably more of us would have gone down. None of us did. I think it likely that was a trap that was laid by, well, we don't even know his name. We've been calling him Goldilocks Grabby Hands.
And any belief in Zion being the adult is gone.
Right, I know. Because, well, I think Dorro had nicknamed him. But we don't have a name for it.
What? Did someone say Dorro? As I turn around.
Yes. Goldilocks Grabby Hands. We don't know his real name.
Oh, I hate that guy.
I know.
What a jerk.
He's been a thorn in our side from the very beginning. Before we even knew of our divinity. He's been tracking us down. He's been tracking down all of the gods, attempting to sup of our power, take it for himself, and control the world. It is his nature. He is the god of order.
What other gods has he taken?
I'm not entirely sure. Do I know?
We know he hangs with Tiago, who's the god of sport.
Right, I know.
But otherwise, he's just the priest with him.
Yeah, you haven't heard of any other gods he's connected with yet.
I don't know that he has particularly taken any gods yet. I do know that he has developed a technology for supping power using the what were called godstones. I have also experimented in this as well. Where he went big, I went small. This is how I've created the batteries, which enable us to harness more power than we would be able to on our own. That is why our power is greater.
Strong interest.
Yeah, you've seen an example of Godstone batteries working in the capital of Ani.
Oh, right. For the trials and stuff, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
and also in the throne room itself. So you've seen examples of Godstones being used as technology, but these were in whole stones, not what he's talking about.
And see, even though I don't trust Haldir, I can't help it with my pride.
You gotta brag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to brag about what I've done.
No,
Totally.
I literally, Rina's in the corner, scowling.
Because
at
I'm
him.
like,
tell him
she's
all this.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm so super smart,
Yeah, and then you did what? Could you show one to me? That's fascinating.
Yeah, you
Describe
and he's
exactly.
He knows that, so he's just like, yeah, and I'm just like, Rita's just like.
Yeah, he's basically describing a way to distill and augment divine power using Godstones. Yeah.
And rather than using a full stone, I found that Grabby Hands, whatever his name might be, made a fatal error. In fact, most of my contemporaries have. They believed it was size, rather its surface area. Therefore, crush up the stones. Use the surface area, bind it with divine material. That way, they're more powerful, actually, than anything that's much larger would be able to accomplish. That's how I created the battery Mach 2.
Also got rid of the fact that if you break them, it ruins it.
Godstones break
Yep.
if they are used too often. These, however, can be reformed.
Do you have any with you now?
Yes, several.
May I see one?
This is what he's like. I've told you all about it, but will I show you?
You may see one, yes. And I pull out my my Godstone battery. What it is a sort of brass cylinder. Okay, about yay big. You know, like what a relay race
baton.
person would
It's like a baton,
yeah. When they pass them.
Yes, and I twist between the two and open it up, and you can see there two what looks like test tubes that are filled with a glowing purple material. And there's a copper wire that connects the two. And there's some sort of liquid inside that, a brine of some sort, I guess?
like a sludge, right?
Yeah, sludge. You're not quite sure what it is that connects them, but it's glowing and pulsing. You can see it's glowing. That's because I've already charged it with my divine essence. And it can be released by any other one with divine power.
Can it be absorbed by another godling or
that's the point
or
of
a person?
It's temporary, though, I think, isn't it?
It's temporary, but yes, it can be done. It's very dangerous to attempt this with mortals, however. It didn't go very well the last time.
But you could theoretically charge a whole army of mortals with your own power. I don't know why the God of War would be interested in that.
Rina's just scowling. You're not supposed to be aiding him.
Yeah.
You're just the DM. You're just the DM.
No. I'm just showing him this. I'm not telling him the alchemical properties that I did it. I'm not sharing my scientific notes as to how I did it.
Yeah, look at my journal. This is how I put it all together.
You just told him it's physically possible.
Months of experimentation to create this thing.
Yeah.
And gathering various materials, including and I'm not saying this out loud. I'm saying just to you, Joe, to know.
Okay. Sure.
Gathering,
like bits
partial
of the
unicorn horns,
yeah.
all kinds
beholder blood,
and
right,
Sphinx chunk,
right. You guys killed a beholder, yeah.
And we took Sphinx bits and ground them down, and all these different divine materials and magical materials were used in various combinations until I found just the right combination to work.
But you don't know that.
Bet you don't know that, and I'm not going to tell that. But I just wanted to show you because I'm very proud of it, and there's not many people I can brag about with it, that are smart enough to understand what it is or be able to appreciate what it was, So that.
Automil nods.
That's very interesting.
So, any other questions about what was happening there?
Rina makes a mental note that he said that was interesting in some weird diary that she has.
Do you keep those with your creepy drawings?
Oh yeah, I keep it with my creepy drawings. Yeah, the creepy drawings.
Flick. Haldir. Interesting. Check.
Yeah. Rina has a note.
It's like Haldir evil bingo.
Yeah. He does. She's got a bingo board, and you're hitting you've hit 3 or 4 of them now.
There's an interesting. Perhaps we should split off from the group.
Yeah. There's is that a wild elf? So Rina grabs you.
Ow!
Is there any way that you can find people in town to talk to see if they've seen somebody that matches descriptions of what Goldilocks Grabby Hands looks like or what Tiago looks like? Or can you make friends fast and find it cheap with money?
What?
I know. I'm going to walk you through this slowly. Okay, money, person, descriptions, I need info.
Well, clearly I'm going to need money to do that.
Yeah, okay. I can help in this endeavor.
Your tab, then.
Only got so much, so, but
What are you being sent to do?
because I have to, know the person or something to be able to do the light thing.
Who are you looking for?
Well,
so the closest thing I could do is go talk to thieves and figure out if they've seen.
There's got to be an underground ring in this town.
The last time I made that mistake, it was a trap. But then again, he doesn't often trap.
Yeah.
So the next step is probably safe, so we probably could do that.
I mean, I could come with, but be on the outskirts. I could just be kind of patrolling.
That didn't work. I sent a coin, and they came after us.
It's true.
All you have to know is we're here.
God, that was great.
Fuck
that
you.
was so great.
Fuck you.
That was so annoying. I remember when that happened. I was like,
oh, that was the best.
It's Randall.
Oh, it was
yeah,
amazing.
If you see anybody you know.
Right. If you see anyone you know, it's
there,
Tiago.
Bro. I'm already there.
If we see what's her face with the turtle again,
right.
It's not her.
Step.
It's not her.
There's what have you done to
There's another one.
Step.
Oh God. And there ends the turtle arc.
And then everything was on fire.
All right. So you are going to go look for information.
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's going to take you a bit.
Sure.
All right.
Because we need to go.
Yeah,
in
might as
pairs.
well go in pairs.
Yeah.
All right, you two are going for information. Autumnale sees you getting to go and is like, I believe I will come as well. And goes with you, leaving you and Haldir in the room.
And Pera.
And
He's
Pera,
done
right.
He's done.
I know, but
weird
he's
things.
such a stick in the mud.
But he also knows Tiago is already. Remember, because way back when.
But I want to have fun.
I can hear just fine.
I know, Elf. They're huge.
You guys start searching, all right? And you three are back in the room. What are you doing, Haldir?
I'm extremely interested in these batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've kind of clammed up. I've said as much about them as you're probably going to get out of me, but you can try.
You could always earn his trust and then find out about the batteries.
I love how you're like, we're plotting
That
this on
seems
top.
outrageous.
You could get his trust, and then.
I mean, well,
I mean,
just
no,
trying
you've
to pull
already
him
got
closer
a
into
little
the
bit of
fold.
trust from me already. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that. Just from fighting this last fight.
That was really impressive.
Have
Yeah,
you?
I think Pera would be a little bit more upset actually, because he's not sure if his family's dead.
Yeah, I would say that, Pera right now is kind of like you're sitting on the bed on one side.
should have looked for
Haldir's
Pera's
just sat down on a bed
parents.
on the other side because he was having a conversation with you, and Pera's kind of like curled up into your lap. So it's laying on the bed, but is curled up into your lap. It doesn't really say anything. It's just kind of laying there,
Yeah, well, I'm kind of used to this because it's getting dark and like he's losing his powers.
Right, he hates it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the sooner we get to bed, the better. And of course, I'm not going to leave his side at this point.
Right. You definitely did not say he's losing his powers out loud in front of Haldir, right?
He's
Okay,
losing his
good.
power.
Pera, would you like to have a match together?
Right. No. I'm thinking this.
Yeah.
As I say to the DM, not in character.
Good, excellent.
But in character, I would
yeah.
be like, if you have any further questions, now would be the time. But Pera and I would like to get to bed soon.
So I could look at Pera and say, one of my family members died by fire too. Because
Do you? Do you say
No, I
that?
don't say
Okay.
that.
Because I crucified my brother.
Right.
And also,
Yeah.
you don't know that it was his family or anything like that.
That's true. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
They just went to a farm and ran into a thing.
I once lost my entire family at a farm.
So yours has been imbued. So can I see one of the unused batteries? Do you have any that are not currently charged?
No, I don't. Not at the moment. I've given batteries to some of the other godlings, and perhaps in time I'll give you one as
I've
well.
got one. And Pera would pull out his. Because you gave him one, right?
Yeah,
It's not currently charged though.
But his is probably powered.
Yeah.
Unless he hasn't used his battery though.
It is. It's well, he would just keep it charged with. No, I guess he wouldn't. He wouldn't keep it charged. Why would he?
Because we all keep them charged.
It's
Oh,
on
gotcha.
him. It's been on him for like.
Yeah. It's
He
like
could have used it in his round if he wanted to.
he could easily discharge
he
it
could
too,
just
right?
discharge it if he wanted
Yeah.
to. Of course,
Oh,
catch
yeah.
this whole fucking place on fire. So I hope he
Well,
does not.
he can probably
And then
control the
absorb
fire.
that comes out of it.
Yeah, hang
He's
on.
really tired though. It's the end of the day, so it's not gonna.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
He can do whatever the fuck he
Here goes
wants.
to town.
A Pera just like glides a finger over the top and he just draws the fire out of it in this little amazing dance that just sparkles and glows in his hand, and it's hot. You guys can feel the heat from where you are, and he just kind of like swallows it into his hand and lets just a little bit of glimmer float out the top of it, and then he holds it. It's like, there, it's empty.
Well, he reaches out and takes it.
It's warm.
And I want to try.
Drop it.
And what I want to try and do is put my power into it.
Okay. How do we decide we did that?
Divinity.
Yes, roll your divinity.
So what does that mean? So my divinity is
10 plus 3 plus...
Right, 16.
It's 16. So isn't that whatever modifier you get from 16? So you add 3.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Natural 20.
Oh,
Well, then hell.
wow. Yeah, there's just something that feels natural about this. Something that feels easy about this. You don't really know where to place that, but something in the back of your mind, this feels familiar, some sort of deja vu. And you are able to easily place your own divinity within this vial.
What does his divinity look like in a crystal, by the way?
Very good question.
Purple, the color of
Hear
royalty.
swords clashing the whole time inside it or something?
It's interesting. It's like
Men dying.
At first, it feels like it's like a bunch of like kind of silvery light, right? And it feels like it's kind of shimmering and moving, but you recognize it's not shimmering and moving. It's thousands of blades thousands of blades up against each other, flowing and moving and grating against each other.
Neat.
Now,
kind of like scales.
Yeah,
and now, more
yeah.
importantly,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
And now, more importantly, I want to reabsorb it.
Okay.
That to me is the point of this.
All right. So Pera stands up, and he's like a little groggy, but he shrugs it off. And you guys have become friends.
Yeah,
like
sure.
you guys actually bonded on the boat. So he walks over and he sits down on the bed next to you, and he puts his hand over the top of yours, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Just think about here, focus right here, and you'll feel it come up and through." And he goes to guide you through it. So go ahead and roll with advantage.
16 plus 3 is 19.
It's probably going to do it.
Same thing.
Yeah, very nice.
That's a 19 actually. But.
So 21.
21. It is incredibly easy for you to do this. And it feels like, obviously, Xion has machined something really precise and really well done. And what you've seen as far as Godstones and, just with wires wrapped around them is pathetic compared to the fine craftsmanship that has gone into this.
Now, while I'm sort of my own power, because I'm touching the crystal, Pera's also touching me. Can I try and take some of Pera's power in the same way to see if that works?
Yeah. I don't see why.
Like from his hand?
Like I just want to see if that. I don't want to take anything.
Sure.
I know I'm being watched. I want to see if it's possible to make that connection between the two. Whatever. The same connection is between the crystal, not in any way intending to take anything that's noticeable that even Pera would notice himself.
Isn't that just the bridge?
He's bridging. He's attempting to bridge.
You're basically bridging using the.
Have you not already had before?
No, because he doesn't want to. Remember,
I could have sworn he had.
Did I bridge with not with you guys?
It was like
but
Caitlin or something.
You bridged with Caitlin. Yeah. Yeah. So this is similar.
He doesn't know what it is. Because he just held her hand and she did.
Let's say.
It. And he just kind of
let's say that you go ahead and do this without knowing what it is. So do it.
Yeah, because it would make sense that you would need to try
just
to
roll
out
Divinity.
How to do this.
Yeah, just roll a d20 and add plus what was it? Plus your
plus 3 is Divinity.
What? No, it's plus your proficiency bonus, which is plus 2. So plus 5. Plus 3, I'm sorry, plus 6.
That's 8 and 6, which is
14.
There we go.
I had to walk you through that.
No, you didn't. I got it eventually.
Me and you were both like.
I got it eventually.
You've got your hand over the top of the ball. Pera put his hand over yours. Yeah. You feel the warmth. Like there's always warmth radiating off Pera.
Yeah, sure.
You feel the warmth off his hand. You go to make this bridge. Pera feels you pull a bit with the bridge. Save me, Xion. No.
Xion, he's bridging me.
No. And he
I think Pera doesn't give consent.
He just kind of reaches up and puts another hand on you, and he's got both hands over yours now, and he's looking you in the eye. Okay. And he pulls, and he's like got a hand on your shoulder. And he's like, watch. And he focuses. He's like, this is the bridge. And you see in this vial, you see his flame go in, and you see your swords go in, and you see them kind of dance about together. In the middle, they form a literal bridge. Like they kind of condense down to an energy and form a thin filament in between them. And it's like very hard to maintain. You have to just barely focus on it, right? It's like, that is the bridge. And then opens his hands, and it just all falls apart very gently. But for a moment there, you felt direct connection to Pera. There was energy flowing, divinity flowing between you and him, and you felt alive and energized and empowered by it. Thank you for joining us for Godsfall Episode 93, A Bridge Too Far. For early episode releases, behind-the-scenes video, maps, mini-adventures, my full DM's notes for each episode, and much, much more, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Vartian. And we'll see you next time in the world of the Five Kingdoms.